My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Darkest Dungeon 2, where we are entering the 4th chapter. And I am doing so with a very full custom party. Yeah, look, it's people you might have seen before. I mean, I guess I haven't run the Highwayman as much as I've run the other classes here. But I still have hero shrine things that I need to do with a lot of these classes. Save, obviously, the Highwayman here, who is in point-blank shot position, is standing up front, has Sanguine, so a fourth of the time they're going to lose some stress at the start of the round. They're also a rogue, giving them extra damage to that shot they're going to be doing in the front line. Super cool. All the point-blank shot, cool, love it. I like that stuff. That's fun. I just realized they took my melee character off of this field. Do I want to put another melee character on the field? Maybe like a leper. The only thing is the melee item I would be looking to give is plus 20% damage on melee skills. However, if you miss, gain stress. There was a version of this build that was going to take a Hellion for a particularly long period of time, but I didn't want to have to deal with a Hellion having to jump between both of the two front positions because it makes her paths very inconsistent. Either you have Ravager active and you're in the front line doing plus 25% damage, or you want to be in the second line so that you can use the bleed skills with your Berserker. Or at least that's the position I find myself in. I don't want to take the Grave Robber as they are light sensitive. I suppose, yeah, I guess I'm just going to put a melee chance on the Highwayman, who is going to be riposting enemies, so it's definitely going to be worth its while on that fact. Second up, we have Abatoth, the Man-at-Arms, who does have a bum leg, but it's okay. They also have another 100% move resist from the Sergeant path. Quite standard here for us. I did consider the Bulwark path for a period of time. Shield attack skills would do 50% extra damage. However, shield attack skills, or rather in Standfast, would have the ability to taunt. Do I want to do that instead? Maybe? I think not. We have... Oh, hang on. Patricia, our Runaway here, who is an Arsonist who has plus 33% to burn resistance piercing, as well as 10% extra crit on those burn-causing skills. So this is a build that's mainly because I don't have a lot of things unlocked on the Arsonist rather than the Runaway. I'd like to get more of them unlocked. This is a build that intends to utilize Firefly, which just projects burn onto a target, and if that target is comboed, projects burn to another target as well. And then finally in the back line, we have obviously a slot that is requiring a little bit of healing and a little bit of damage. Enter the Plague Doctor, the solution for that. One of the things I also really like about running the Plague Doctor in this kind of a build is because Emboldening Vapors says damage, Upgrade says damage and speed. You can do some stuff. I'm not actually going to change anything. I think there are weaknesses in my build, certainly. But without knowing necessarily what I'm going to be encountering in this chapter, I think I'd prefer to just take a general party out and try and get a lot of hero shrines so that I can continue unlocking more diverse skills on more diverse characters.
Fall. Never to grow again.
And in doing so, there we go, we'll put that there. Do I want to give stun resist to someone? Move resist, gain when moved by enemy. I mean, yeah, extra move resist, 123 move resist despite that bum leg. I'll increase the diversity of the parties that I'm capable of running.
Welcomes you with open arms.
All I need to do so.
You see, even your valley is not immune to the spreading stain.
Is unlock a couple more of those abilities. Okay. So, Patricia. We have Smoke Screen as the second skill. So, for those of you that are not necessarily as familiar with the Runway, which is to say anyone watching this series, because I haven't really been using the Runaway much, Firefly is from the back 2 lines to the enemy's back 3, and it's the burn skill I mentioned previously. Smoke Screen from any of our positions to any of the front 3 of the enemy positions adds a combo as well as a blind. That's going to be particularly important for setting up some kinds of things. You know, targets we want to lock down. If we can blind them as well as give them a combo token, we can then try and stun them with Rampart as well. buy ourselves a couple of turns. Run and hide moves us back and gives us 2 stealth. Half light removes all stealth from all enemies. And then ransack moves us forward and also pulls the target we hit backwards. Yeah, I'm gonna work on Lost Soul.
The enemy weakens and wanes. A slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
Unfortunately, that Lost Soul is going to get exactly 1 action. Alas. Oh no! I Rampart tagged off! That's not what I wanted to do. I would have been able to Rampart the Woodsman. Would have been cool. Alas. I'll use a Crush here to prevent another attack from coming out. There's our death blow. Love it when they project the child. One of the least impactful things you can do.
Well done.
There's the double burn. It was on a combo target, so we have burn on the original and burn on the follow-up as well. Start working our way through this guard. Excellent, and by this point, a crush of any reasonable amount of damage will prevent the enemy. Whoa! Big crit. Only 1 stress though, so... Actually, probably not really gonna have an impact. Ooh, if I could have de-stressed from that, it would have been incredible. I mean, I probably should have just blinded the Woodsman there at that point, actually. Yeah, let's take some of your HP away. You get down to the ground, you attack our frontliner, you don't crit, but you do get killed. Alright. Pretty happy with that.
Unpleasant in the extreme. This work is noble and necessary.
So, the Blood is an item that Abatoth has to use twice in this run, landing a Killing Blow on Swine for Dyla in the back line, Killing Blow on the Fanatics for our Patricia Runaway, and Pistol Shot 2 times in single fight, which I don't even believe I currently have tagged on for Ballard.
Lower your guard. Soften your gaze. It is safe here.
Tag that Rampart on because we know we needed it. Playing cards. Love it.
Experience, however painful, is the greatest teacher of all. The first of many forks in the road. Choose your path and ride out unbowed.
I could avoid the field hospital this early, but I wouldn't want to take out the Leviathan right now. True Evil, extra Flame Drain, clear out the lair. I mean, that's what I would want to do relatively early on, but...
Your coach must be maintained if it is to carry you where you must go.
Time to rename this to the Republic card again. There we go.
Spend what you can, for wealth no longer has meaning. If indeed it ever did.
Unfortunately, there's only the Almanac for the Sprawl. For plus 15% damage there. Also, completing that location, you know, as best as we can would only get us the work table loom. Chance to produce woven items. How would this party fare against the Sleeping General? I worry quite poorly, because every round the Sleeping General's backline and the taproot rather, for every 4 actions that my characters do, I need to hit the taproot twice. And I know that Dyla is easy for that. We have Plague Grenade, we have Blinding Gas, we can easily do it. I know that Abba every second turn is capable of doing that with Bellow. However, hitting the very back line, I really don't like the idea of having to use Ballard, our highwayman here, to just, like, shoot the back line with a pistol. Another thing, and this is why I looked at the provisioner very early, another thing would have been if there were a lot of items that would give me the ability to target the enemies. That would count. I wonder if just taking a bunch of chalk dust into that fight would work. That's interesting. I'm gonna give that a chance. Healing salve would be nice as well, but let me make sure that I've got
A bit of comfort on the road to damnation.
some bread for everyone. Wait a second. No, Hearthlight's every other round as well. Although I guess I could use Hearthlight. And Bellow on off rounds each. I just worry that doesn't leave me doing much damage to the enemy. Okay, let's play some cards. Two of you have a less than stellar relationship as a result of that, and I can fix your relationship with some more cards. What, these cards are potable. Abba is unfriendly with Dyla, and so is Patricia. So Dyla and Patricia drink together, and Dyla and Abba drink together. Excellent. Alright, as for the final thing that I want to do before I leave the area with the baubles that I currently have access to, Adrenalizing Ash new. Where's that new? Could I take a Disarming Dagger? The possibility of weakening the enemy's backline 15% of the time I'm hitting 2 targets at once. Honestly, I think more than anything else right now, I just want the spacious storage trunk. I want to take some extra space in our wagon. Also, I should probably consider my stress management here, as well as what would be best against the Dreaming General. So double cross upgrades to give an extra vulnerability to the enemy. That's pretty impactful. Point blank shot is extremely decreasing the low end of its damage, which is very relevant when I'm not intending to necessarily crit constantly. I do like upgrading Take Aim, but is Take Aim really the skill for a point blank? It absolutely is, right? The fact that it gives extra speed, yeah, no, it definitely is. You have to take that. Possibility of stunning. Getting the Rampart upgrade here for the sake of the general fight could be really good. Wait. Can the general even be stunned? I hope so. There's extra flame drain as well, so I will take out a Glimmer of Hope also. Abba, you may hold that. And now it's time for us to rest and head out to the
Trenches
Tango.
and tents. The front lines of a war that was never fought.
We actually got a relationship.
Tried and tested. A bond to be counted on.
Patricia and Ballard are respectful of one another. We have Ransack giving the strength token to Ballard, and Take Aim gives a dodge plus token to Patricia. Ooh, baby. That's impactful. Ransack also pulls an enemy forward, so the idea of pulling an enemy forward while buffing the character who can use point blank shot seems cool to me.
Only. resignation.
Uh-oh. If I go right, I get the Oasis, and then immediately the lair afterwards. I don't get the lair if I don't go right now. Oh boy. Is it possible I'm just about to, extremely early wipe on the very first lair? Yep. Yeah, I'm kind of terrified of that, actually.
A refreshing commune unburdens the mind.
Stock up, but don't dawdle, says Patricia, and fetches for us some mineral-rich spring water. I believe we also just got one free by default, having visited here. Okay. Excellent. Off to the lair for us.
Is your coach prepared for the upcoming obstruction?
Boy. Is there anything extra I really think I can do here? No. This does maybe feel like the best preparation I have access to right now. I'm scared. I'm terrified. That this sleeping general's just gonna be a nightmare for us. Oh. Almost clicked the wrong button there.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
Alright, Patricia Firefly into the back line.
The fiend's strength dwindles.
Solid crit pushes that guy back. I believe your Blight, yes, is enough now to overwhelm you. That should leave us with extreme ease taking out the final target. Get him! So much riposte. I really do want to utilize the absolute hell out of riposte in this run. I also want to unlock the Man-at-Arms riposte. I know that he has one. One of his lines gives him less damage to his riposte skills. He has to.
Reveal it to me.
Heading into the General's Keep.
Within every keep, a general and his loyal lumbering guard.
Doesn't it make sense to try and burn that Arbalest? Ooh, I don't want to rampart before damage. I think I'll elect to roll Defender on Patricia here. And then point blank for the lowest possible damage, unfortunately. And I set up Ballard to be able to riposte enemies now. Piercing Bolt unfortunately goes underneath the guard. Oh, good lord, that Defender was very useful. 4 to 6. Nice! Enough damage on that Duelist Advance to make sure that the target is dead. The Arbalest in the back line for the enemies already is. So I'll throw my Firefly against a different target.
Steady subtraction, an invariable result. A slow dissection. An unavoidable.
Patricia takes a crit for 7, does
crisis,
block.
We can rely only upon each other.
Maybe not as much as one would like, though. I'm going to push another defender backwards. Unfortunately, I don't get to block for the man-at-arms themselves. They're just going to have to take the damage. Okay, so the foot soldier's already going down to the ground this round. Guess I gotta roll one more plague grenade. That'll do then. I'm also gonna pop the Glimmer of Hope here. Use the rampart to run forward, moving into the next part of the battle. I don't think in between the battles I can equip new combat items, but I'll hit C next time just to see. I get 2 people acting before that Arbalest. Ooh, actually, I'm gonna use Ransack. Unfortunately, we didn't manage to oh, they literally have 200% move resist. Rough. I was gonna try and move them out of the order so that I would have the ability to kill them in time with point blank. Alas, I don't have that, and instead, everything is really bad. I'm gonna take aim for the dodge token, as well as the dodge token given to...
Hold fast, for who knows what lurks in the beyond.
I was debuffed with cannot gain dodge. I didn't know that. Oops. Definitely got to start lighting up the back line.
Collaboration confers advantage.
They hit me right in the body. Unfortunately, they have a ridiculous amount of move resist, so this ability is effectively just remove block, add daze. Yeah, I'm not letting that target volley. Cutting through ya. The next person can be the one to receive the point blank. Okay, Drummer's already dead. Bishop's obviously going to be a problem. Gotta make sure you
The enemy weakens and wanes.
gain some more blight. They use penance, giving themselves 2 stacks of power. Oh boy. Well, I know where the Plague Doctor's action's going next round. Tell you that for sure. So with Duelist Advance, I could project my damage to the 3rd line, and that crit guarantees a death.
Empowered, emboldened.
Okay. We don't manage to daze the target, nor move them. Use some mineral-rich spring water here, and then a battlefield medicine. I'm more than happy to use another mineral-rich soon. In the meantime, I am going to add another stack of blind and combo to the enemy front line as my best defensive maneuver available. See, right there, it saved me, theoretically, 4.5 damage. It didn't actually save any, but theoretically. 4.5, that's a lot. I mean, this will put the enemy on death's door, which is fine. That's what I want. Roll a mineral spring water and heal here before the battle wraps itself up.
Deliberate and methodical appliance of harm.
Footman's Grog. Turn vulnerability into block, turn weakness into strength. Blistering Bugle's kind of cool. Strong Shackles, not so much. Nightmare's End is a very, very good pickup early. So is Pot and Still. I'm just interested to see if I can. Really.
He has retreated, undying, into a dream. And there he must stay.
How do I want to go about this? Because Dyla rather is already going to be able to stun immune on the Dreaming General. Okay, never mind. Just gonna throw Firefly and burn. I'm gonna be looking to do that consistently for a bit. Quick Noxious. I'm gonna take aim. Unfortunately, Unsettling Whispers gets through my double dodge there. Let's stand fast on Abba. Beautiful. Point blank for 23 on a crit, as well as setting up combo on the target. I'm going to use Chalk Dust here, which does trigger the Taproot. Excellent. I don't think that can... Yeah, it can't burn the second creature. And it does have to be a different creature. Okay, yeah, so that combo burn did not set anything up, unfortunately. Not that it absolutely had to. Plague Grenades gives us the ability to pull the Taproot up one more space for the sake of our frontliner here. Exceed the Soil Stars. I legitimately think I get like significantly more damage out of this by moving, just rotating those two positions and going for my, going for a shot early. I want to put the strength token on them as well, actually, if I can. I can do that by trying to roll Ransack here. Or Dyla can try and use Emboldening Vapors. No. It's Taproot. Move for the Ransack. Growth recedes. Great. I have to use the Plague Grenade to continue receding that growth. Excellent. And now point blank for 32 damage.
A brilliant conclusion.
This is the strength token, the crit token. And then we end up in position to riposte.
Cooperation is the key.
I do want to do damage with every available move here. I don't like the idea of having the Runaway at the very front there consistently. I'm gonna roll Bolster for a negative stress. Good growth. So self and back one. That would actually set up immediately for another point blank shot. That's kind of cool. Self and back one. BBS. Hit him for 13. That's a lot of damage. Don't turn your nose up at that kind of damage. I'm gonna give some stress recovery and healing. The lights still need to be maintained, or rather the Retraction of the growth still needs to be maintained. So I will need here to bellow.
Any being, however horrid, can be brought to heel.
We do manage to slow the enemy. Soil stirs in the front line, so at the very least that tells me that our riposte will be connecting. Boom. That's my whole thing, buddy. Let me riposte ya. Hearthlight would be part of removing things here. And then I would just have to rely on a normal attack next round. What normal attack do I want to do? Any of these? Not especially. $47 and 9 blight for 2 turns. I'm gonna roll my Hearthlight. Triggering a recession. I am so sorry to the crumbling middle class. Take aim? So that I would have the ability to crit on my riposte. No. No, I need to set up more riposte with the Duelist Advance. And this is specifically important because it
We can rely only upon each other.
then allows me to move ABBA forward. And I need... Well, actually, I could let the Runaway get locked down at this point. If it happened, it wouldn't be a tragedy. Whereas... losing our front line would be. Yeah. Would that have actually put you on death's door? Yep. Abatoth would already be facing the death's door were I to act in any significantly different fashion there. I'm gonna see if I can pull back the Taproot so that I still get a turn. Nope. So that I still get a turn with the Runaway. Unfortunately, I do not. I have to whisper some darkness to my teammates. Yeah, I'll use any source of damage, frankly. Unfortunately, I don't manage to get the enemy to death's door. Never mind, I do on the riposte there.
Empowered, emboldened.
I don't want to let Ballard get down to death's door if I can avoid it. Never mind, I have to... it has to happen anyway. And then we'll cut through the enemy's death blow. Unfortunately, like, yeah, we're coming out of this fight without anyone having stressed out. We hit one death's door, we didn't hit any death door triggers.
And blaze the trail to your redemption.
Like, I don't think it's bad, but I also don't think it's great. Blistering Bugle there. Healing given, but less damage. That's Dialer. Ballard, you hold the Footman's Grog just in case you ever get debuffed in a serious fashion. Then we'll put some smoke bombs on the Sergeant, some smelling salts on our Arsonist here. Also got mineral-rich spring water, the ability to put another one of those on someone. Yeah, right. Could have gone better, sure. Could have gone worse, though. Could have gone a lot worse. Ballard, I don't think I'd take both Wicked Slice and Double Cross. I think I will need access to Pistol Shot to be able to strike out a backline from time to time. Especially if I take aim turn 1, PBS turn 2. A lot of the time, turn 3 then wants to be a straight-up Pistol Shot. gonna have to be very careful with my party management in upcoming encounters. The Forgotten Outpost. Abba, you will form a good relationship with Ballard over the course of this run. You are the front two members of my party. One of you is going to be blocking for the other one. Enough. The Arbalist? Wouldn't really make sense to PBS a target with that much block on them. Can remove some of the block while blighting up the target. Uh-oh. Marching orders. Yeah, okay, so they are faster as well as having the extreme difficulty of moving. I'm going to use Bolster to remove one stress, as well as gain a block token on Amma, who immediately utilizes it there, saving 2 damage. Bleh. Right before gaining... Oh no, not the inability to block yet. Sure. Got a crit for very little there, unfortunately, but it does set up a combo on the target, which is going to be relevant and useful. Hey, you hit me, I crit you. Talk shit, get crit. Focus Fire hits our front line. We are now still capable of defending at the absolute least. But Soldier, you're already going down to death's door. No real need to modify that in any fashion. This drummer does need to die though, as soon as it's possible. I can still gain shield. And thank heck too. Really? No relationship trigger for that? Could have fooled me. God, the guard happens so quickly. I want to take IM. Thankfully, with Dialer acting as late as they have here, we'll use a rich for our front line. With Dialer acting as late as they have here, I am going to have the ability to actually get the Blight to connect to the drummer. All I need to do is make sure that the drummer ends up taking 1 more damage. There we go. Done.
Conclusion.
Now it's time for Battlefield, baby.
A deliberate
I just can't let the drummer be the last person on stage.
of harm.
They'll ruin me. They'll ruin me. Down to death's door. You attempt to strike our frontline target, which you do quite heavily. 5 damage behind that. Love to see a little bit more stress recovery like that. No one actually needs to finish this fight. The enemy will die as soon as the turn of, or their turn rather, begins. So I'm looking to do as many things as I can that would increase our future chances of success. So just getting 1 little heal there
A small reprieve
and
from
1
the
stress
carousel
recovery
of horrors.
is enough. That's the kind of thing I'm talking about, the little tiny managements we're gonna do.
An inkling of potency still lingers in some of these well-worn relics.
Wow. Stone Mount. Gain, if it converts block to block plus.
The loathing whispers.
Which, that's pretty good on the Man-at-Arms. He's gonna be pretty happy to hold that. Abba affirms someone else, telling them they're even tougher than they look, and hearing that from a Man-at-Arms is something.
No swords were drawn. There was only stupefying horror, and the catatonic lethargy that follows it.
One more outpost for me to remove a little bit more of our negativity here. Dyla has the worst relationship, so I'm going to have Dyla agree with this, forming a slightly better relationship with everyone available. Yeah, don't love that, don't love that. And let's take some aim. Plague some grenades.
Let us take a closer look at the thing, as repulsive as it is.
What does the drummer do if it's perfectly out of position in the front line? Never mind, I can't move anyone here. Forgot about that. Okay, I'm gonna roll Defender here, which will replace those block plus tokens with, block tokens with block plus tokens immediately. Yeah, I had to expect that. I was never really going to be capable of preventing the Abba's on my side, the Arbalist, that's what I'm looking for, from acting there, unfortunately. Solid, huge crit. I need to pop at least one more DOT on the drummer before I can feel confident. In fact, I feel confident right now. That's all we need. Oh, hell yeah, definitely Taunt Forest, thank you. Especially because, ta-ding, if I stand fast, I get block plus tokens now. Whee!
A deliberate and methodical appliance of harm.
Ooh, Patricia! Our arsonist has finally triggered Pyromaniac, or at least Pyromaniac in terms of the firebomb you can throw. Firebomb! For
The
5
enemy
burn.
weakens and wanes.
Quick bolster.
Persistence will
Nice.
overcome even the greatest of threats.
Abandoned or forgotten, it is ours now.
This management's going very well. I will say, if up ahead we have an Oblivion loading! Yes, that's what I wanted to see, baby! Because I currently have none, so I'll pick one up and then immediately remove it in the next battle. This is as good, effectively, as having a safe path. Oh, yeah. That's what we want
Your
to see.
path lies through them, and so they must fall.
Ballard doesn't disagree with anyone, thankfully, but does say there's blood to spill while everyone else wanted to run away. This is really not an excellent field for Ballard to be standing on right now. I wonder almost if I should just roll an early PBS there. I think I should, yeah. Definitely play Grenade for the back line. Otherwise, how am I going to get the Arbalist down? Thankful combo setup there gives me the ability to get 2 burns out. And I'm going to project defense all the way back to Patricia here. Yeah, because I'm willing to riposte an enemy at least. Good lord, they were absolutely gunning for Patricia there. This worked out well then. Yeah, I just need any extra damage I was capable of throwing onto the Arbalist there.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
Unfortunately, in order to prevent that Arbalist from acting, I will actually need to throw another DOT, but that also prevents 2 actions here, actually, because one of them goes down to death's door and is going to die before they get an act. What are you doing? How dare you with all the damage? Why? Who told you you can? There we go. Solid defense. Down to death's door, unit will bleed out, burn out, but
This road
we'll
cannot
treat
be
those as
walked
similar
alone.
in this instance. I'm gonna go for the combo and blind setup here, try and heavily reduce the amount of incoming damage. Okay, so the blindness didn't reduce incoming damage. Does stunning? No, I didn't even manage to stun them! Good gosh! Well, I guess they do have 50% stun resist. So fair.
Relief comes rarely in these times. Savor it.
Yeah. I'm just gonna get you down to this door and watch that happen. One more mastery for our trouble, as well as the Greater Wolf's Blood. +6 speed. So first thing I want to do is put that on Dialer. PBS immediately in this area isn't necessarily helping us. These paths are completely indistinct from the information I have access to. But yeah, getting PBS out earlier is not necessarily going to help me here.
Shadows of what they once were.
Getting Blight out to the enemy backline earlier, however, very much will. That said, with the ease of this road battle, it doesn't make sense for me to try. Oh, interesting. Okay, that's kind of weird. So Firefly gives burn to the target, and it gives burn to another adjacent monster randomly when the target has combo on them. However, if you have combo on the target and then kill them, there's no target to have the combo by the end of this cast, and it doesn't pass the burn on to any other unit. It works reasonably intuitively, even if I would have probably assumed that it didn't work that way. I'm gonna bolster myself a stress removal. Ready to do it again. Swing! I was really hoping that was just immediately gonna kill. Alas.
A simple variable, easily resolved.
Yeah. There were rewards for that one, but I guess the rewards for that one were effectively that I got to heal a unit in battle. That counts. Finally, a hero shrine. Okay, I chose the right path.
Who will face the half-remembered horrors of their past?
Runaway.
Chapter 2. Beloved. Good fortune is a rare and wondrous thing. She straggled from place to place, drenched and hungry, until a kindly woodsman and his wife happened upon her. Childless themselves, they welcomed her into their home, where she warmed herself in the glow of their hearth and hearts.
Aww. It probably ends well, right? It probably ends well, right? NataliePortman.jpg. Cauterize to any of our targets. Requires the target being bleed. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, requires the target bleeding. It heals them by 25% and removes the bleed. That makes sense. That's how cauterize do. There's bleed in basically every area in the game, so that keeps that being quite a useful ability. Removing bleed and healing at the same time. I mean, I guess we do also have Dialer who does that, but not really as proactively. Because Dialers will only heal if the unit is also below 50% HP.
Excellent work.
Woof. The crits. I want to roll Half-Light here just in order to remove both of the dodges. Shashua. And a bolster here in order to gain a defense, because I am also taunted already. And there's only 2 units on the field, so I don't have to worry about getting that many defenses or that much taunt. Hey, hey! Dodge the enemy's response there. Very glad to see it. The watchdog again. Oh, that's about as bad as it could have gotten. I missed and got crit in response, and then they're doing another watchdog. Good God, it felt like each of them acted 3 times this round. I know they didn't, but it did felt like it. Oh, that really surprised me. Never mind. That unit has managed to survive, set up another watchdog for itself. I'm gonna take aim and wait. How about that? How about Bellow? How about no DOTs like that on me? Alright, both of the enemies are now dead to their DOT. If only I did actually tag the cauterize here. Alas. That was guaranteed a crit, so I wanted to see if I could get some stress reduction from it, and I could. We'll take a battlefield medicine before watching the final enemy blight out. The stress numbers have just kept going down, and the health numbers have kept going up.
Let it die.
No, Watsky told me never let it die, so... Sorry, bud. He might have said that in 2012, but I'm keeping it. Oblivion's Rampart.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
Arian Cole's managed to stress out our frontliner a wee bit. I don't think there's any play in trying to pull the altar forward and then trying to slice the altar open or anything like that. Honestly, I think there's probably more play in just throwing a spiked ball and then just saying I'm done with that altar. Done. Oh wow, at end of at round end they have a 50% chance to give a extra turn to a random ally. I don't really super care about rolling PBS on the enemy, so I'm gonna use Rampart here in order to move one of the, what are you called again? Cardinal? Evangelist, whoops. One of the Evangelists into the position where they have to use Rush Judgment.
Lethality writ large.
Oof. Herald survives on 1 HP right now, which means I have to throw another Plague Grenade. I've been crit and blinded and bled.
The slow
Again!
Suffering begins.
What do you mean slow suffering? There doesn't seem to be anything slow about it. Set up a smoke screen on that target so that when I rampart them, there's a possibility we stun them. We didn't manage to. We still push them out of position. We still give them the blind token at least. Woof. Big whiff right there. Get to waste my crit token for it as well. Hey, the ripostes are happening. The ripostes are here.
Advantage.
Rampart for a stun. Love to see it. That unit is almost completely dead. They are unfortunately 1 health away from it right now. Guess I'm gonna smoke screen a second target here. And I'm gonna dual this advance. It's worth. Yeah, it's definitely worth advancing here.
Empowered. Emboldened.
And honestly, I should probably also roll a bolster on someone. Because this unit is stunned, so they're going to go down to death's door, take no action. Next round, they're going to die to their DOTs already, so that's already completely handled. Positive relationship. Hey, we healed someone on low health. Love to do it. Let's start working on the next Evangelist's HP. Leaving myself in position to be able to riposte them, of course.
Cooperation is the key. A deliberate and methodical appliance of harm.
Of course, with the the sanguine triggers as well, just time eventually gives us extra sanity. Take the Evangelist down to death's door, which
and steady.
sets up the possibility of getting a positive relationship
A
bonus,
lesson taught
but
is a
also
lesson learned.
de-stressed Patricia. Oh. Cruel Intent. At turn start, 2 blind tokens. However, if you are blind when you fire, so you can only have a 50% chance to actually hit the enemy, plus 66% crit. I think it's deeply interesting, but I think that's only really capable of being put on the leper.
Loathing whispers.
Right? Because the leper is the person who can still hit despite being blind if combo is set up on the target. Yeah, I just don't think it's... I don't think it's good enough without that. I'm gonna give some extra bleeding resist to Patricia. I don't think I need to throw the strong shackles on anyone though. And we have no more battle items, so all good on that front also. Let's head in to our first inn. Well, second inn. I don't count the first one as an inn. I got a negative relationship trigger taking Ballard to unfriendly with someone right before I got some whiskey, which will fix that right up.
We would come here in summers of years gone to write, think, and rest.
Dyla has gained 10% damage and vulnerability 15% of the time after attacking. Patricia, same. Abba, negative 5% to positive relationship chance, and Ballard has the yips. It's just blinded at the start of 15% of rounds. Oh boy. That's a lot. It's a lot. That's a lot. Why did they have to do that to me? Alright. Well. Let's get Abba to read a book and, adopts a sunny disposition, is now unwaveringly positive, plus 10% to positive relationship chances, negative 5% to negatives. Heading over to the mastery trainer.
Learns quickly when survival demands it.
We do have an absolute ridiculous
Let
amount.
them know us by our reputation.
Also, our trinkets now cost less. Wolf's Blood for the extra speed. Full Arc Band. Shrine map for plus 100% to hero shrine location scouting. I almost feel like I want that. Almost. Whiskey barrel. I'm gonna get 2 of them. Okay, on average, that definitely helped us. It also did give us, one unfriendly relationship between Patricia and Abba. That's it.
Precious relics remind us of a time before the end.
All right, Patricia and Abba. Share this whiskey bottle. Never mind, they hate one another as a result of that whiskey bottle. Share some more whiskey, quickly. Fix that with some more whiskey. Okay, all I need you to do is drink this whiskey until you forget how the previous whiskey tasted. Boom! They got a critical roll there, giving them 2 to their positive interaction. Love it. So now they are no longer unfriendly. I am thinking about, like, do I try and do something dumb with cruel intent? Especially considering the fact that our units are gaining vulnerability. I'm thinking that gain vulnerability on attack, then convert that vulnerability immediately. Oh no, it's on turn start. Oof. So I guess it saves them the next round? Oof. That doesn't feel great.
Planning
I am ahead on
mindfulness,
mastery, I feel.
as vital to survival as sharpened steel.
Oh, there's a sluice. I want to go to the sluice. Upgrading PBS is really good for that kind of thing. Bellow as well also really wants an upgrade soon. Bolster, I need stress recovery. I just don't have it. Patricia, Cauterize is going to be sick in that area. Let's drop Half-Light. Yes. Is it theoretically useful and even theoretically useful in the sluice? Yes. Is it still worse than Cauterize, I think? Yes. That too. So Cauterize's upgrade just takes it from 25% to 33%. Doesn't change anything else about it. Don't really want to do that myself. Smokescreen's upgrade is huge. An additional blind as well as a vulnerability token on the target. So Firefly and Smokescreen are the 2 key abilities that Patricia is going to want upgraded early on. Dyla, you're not really actually that good at blighting anything in this area. I almost wonder if I should try and move you forward and run Incision. No. No, I shouldn't. I shouldn't do that because we have the Alchemist path tagged. I do see the bounty hunter here. And I'm unlikely to get hero shrines in the next area.
The hunter waits, brooding beneath his cowl.
Have I not resolved my masteries yet? No, I haven't finished them. I feel like PBS needs mastery. Just considering the whole thing we intend to do. I think it might be Bellow. Actually, Dyla, you're tagging off Emboldening Vapors at the moment, and you're tagging on Ounce of Prevention, and that is, I think, going to be my pick. If I can prevent a disease or a reasonable amount of bleeds with that, it's going to be worth its weight in gold. How is... It can't be that. It can't be that. It's not that. It's Plague Grenade. I wanted it to be something else, but it wasn't. Bah, humbug. Extra movement to resist. No, not super relevant. Bleed prevention. I think one of you has already had some bread. No, you haven't had some bread, but you should soon. I'm gonna get a bunch of milk-soaked linen for the upcoming area. That seems very, very appropriate. And I'm going to have Ballard hold that, so I have the ability to remove my own blindness should the yips affect me on a turn that is crucial I not be affected on. It's worth noting, I can respond to blindness by taking aim, but then if I get blinded immediately after that, the sadness returns. Instantly. Like it never left. I don't need to increase anyone's relationship with one another right now. Okay. I'll head out to the Wainwright to...
A smoother ride. For a time, at least.
Fix up our vehicles. I do want the shrine map. But it's also going to become harder and harder to use it. The sluice is a free area. But it can't be scouted no matter what. Well, it can't be scouted no matter what. I'm gonna buy the shrine map.
Anything that lets us travel further is worth the cost.
So shrine map cannot work in the next area. I believe Surgeon's Directory possibly still could if we just run into a field hospital and it happens to have double the item selection as a result. Hence
Rain,
leaving that there.
Fire and rot. Is there no sanctuary from this madness?
Final check to make absolutely sure there's nothing I want to take. There is not. Let's go to the sluice. Positive relationships. We have a couple of people on like 18 with one another. Oh, wow. Patricia forms a relationship with every other member. We have a respectful relationship with Ballard, our point blanksman.
A bond to be counted on.
A hopeful relationship with Abatoth, our man-at-arms. A hopeful relationship as well with Dyla, our plague doctor. Oh, baby! These positive relationships are really going to help carry us along for a period of time. For the moment, though, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Darkest Dungeon 2. Top left is a series playlist from my content on this game, past, present, and future. Down below is the YouTube recommendation and stream class of the names of people who are generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. That are above the thank 10. A special thanks this episode to Sorithil. Hopefully you'll have been enjoying yourselves and hopefully see you all next time.